So the challenge is you employ all these people in your restaurant, and the fact is you're probably just employing their hands.
And not their brains.
And they come in with a free brain.
Yeah.
Now,
Do they? You know, I don't wish to be...
but you are.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, hands are good.
No, I agree with that, but
You always want the brains as well, though. Even in a job that's really quite mechanical,
as long
I
as
still
people-
think you want... I mean, I read about Toyota that they get something like... You'll know the exact number, but they had something like 1,000 suggestions a day in their suggestion scheme. And in England, we get like one a year if we're lucky, and that's just a thing saying the boss ought to resign.
Yeah.
But they have 1,000 ideas a day
Yeah.
from the production line, and they're often tiny. Like, why don't we buy one size of screw instead of two sizes, or why don't we put it on the left instead of the right hand side of the desk, or whatever. But all those tiny things, like an army of ants advancing. And I think you want the brains of everyone. You definitely don't want just the boss having all the ideas, do you? I mean,
no, of course not. I mean, I think there is a cultural difference between Japan and the West. Let's put it that way. I believe that that's something to do with agriculture. I think our agriculture in the West is, you know, you chuck a seed in the ground and you cover it over and it grows. And I think growing rice, for example, is difficult.
yeah.
Is very
Oh, yeah.
difficult, and so consequently, there's a culture of craftsmanship in agriculture that we don't see. We just have the itinerant
interesting.
worker, you know, agricultural worker
Yeah.
who was paid very little because it's a very menial job which didn't require much individual skill. So there was the feudal system over there was fundamentally different. It was easy for crops to go wrong if the agricultural worker wasn't absolutely on his game.
So high quality teamwork and stuff is more in the Japanese culture
I think
than in
so.
ours.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So, and that's one of the reasons why Lean had a different experience, and the Toyota production system had a different experience in the West than it had. It had a different experience in the States than it had in Europe.
Yeah.